Welcome to Wrestlemania weekend
And stand and deliver.
and stand and deliver. So, okay, this is usually like the opposite. How do you feel about this weekend? How do you feel about it?
It was pretty good, actually. I don't have a complaint.
At
I know what you
all?
mean with I know what you mean with the opposite, and I kind of feel that too.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, but even so, even with that, it was still a good week.
Yeah, this weekend was like, it's like, okay, this is gonna be the weirdest thing to say, but like, it feels like WWE is back, and like everything that like made you ever fall in love with WWE, like WWE, enjoy WWE, it was there. Like it was all there, and like I know some people are just gonna be like total bitching about some things and like this and that. It felt like everything was back. It felt just like the weirdest way of like, oh shit, everything's back. Like it feels so different. It's like, oh my god, what the fuck? Like this, like leaving WrestleMania felt like, holy fuck, like this was such a good show, and like we know that this like will probably just like die out in a week or two or whatever, but this just felt like this was the biggest show in all of professional wrestling. Like this was it.
Yeah,
It just felt like it.
the wording, stupendous bullshit. That it's stupid, but like they weren't wrong. Like this was big.
Yeah, like this, like everything about this felt big. Like from the beginning to end, it just felt big, and it just like I don't know how to explain it. It just felt different. Like yeah, AEW puts on shows that like are great matches, great story driven, but this WrestleMania just felt like something. It felt something. Like I don't know what it felt, but it felt something, and it just was like, oh, this feels magical. Like this feels magical. This feels like back in the day when you used to tune into WrestleMania and be like, oh my god, this is so great.
Yep.
This is like this had the feel of old WrestleManias. Like this was like when WrestleMania used to be the shit. Where you just be like, oh shit, WrestleMania's on, I gotta watch it. It had that feel in like the stuff like leaving it in like we're just a few hours off from it being done. We just feel like it just had that aura. Like this whole weekend of that just felt like it had that aura, and it's like, my god, this feels so good. It just feels so good.
Yeah.
Like it feels good. So yeah, like this. Woo. Like let's get started with stand and deliver. Stand and deliver. Stand and stood and delivered.
Yes.
Like if you look at that compared to like WrestleMania, it felt like an afterthought, which never happens. Like it never happens with NXT. When NXT is NXT, it's like, yo, there's no way that this is ever going to touch Mania. Every year for a long time, NXT blew Mania out the water consistently. This one felt like, what the fuck? This is a goddamn afterthought. Like, what the fuck? Like, to the point where you're just like, oh, they had a show? Oh, yeah, that's right. That's how I felt. That's how I felt. Like, it was, like, way too, like, oh, shit, WrestleMania was, like, that show.
Yeah, because it felt like when I mentioned extended delivery, you kind of forgot about it just now.
It just feels like that. Like, oh, shit. Like,
yeah.
It's not the old way that Stand and Deliver used to feel or NXT TakeOver used to feel. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that was a thing. So yeah, okay.
Yeah,
it started like Stand and Deliver started with the tag team match: Raquel Gonzalez and Dakota Kai versus Toxic Distraction. Like this match, I didn't want it to go the way that it went. But at least we got Wendy Chu back. Wendy Chu showed up and caused Toxic Distraction the match. And she's still alive, so that's a thing. It's like, oh, okay. Wendy Chu still exists. All right.
You think
But
she's
he,
part of this whole crew with Raquel and Dakota, or is this a separate thing?
I think it's a separate thing, and she just needs her revenge, and that's what that was for. So
Okay,
that's how I feel with that.
cool.
So then we had Cameron Grimes, Carmelo Hayes, Santos Escobar, and Grayson Waller and Solo Sikoa in the Fatal 5-Way ladder match. This was good. This was really good. There was only one bad thing that happened was Grayson Waller did this move where he jumped off this huge ladder trying to get his moment, and he was supposed to jump on Trick and Mello, and they were going to move, and he was going to crash down through the ladder, but he went through the ladder and they moved, but he misjudged it, and his arm just went back, and he was on the floor just screaming and hollering, and then like his arm is fucked up. But out of that match, Cameron Grimes, baby, redeemed himself and did it for his dad. How do you feel about that?
That was a good. The storytelling wise, that was good. Like I appreciated that. You know, like he felt like a total loser, and now he's unintended. Like he's in the moon. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I loved it. You know, like you know it's scripted and all that, but like you really like break it down, kind of bring a tear to your eye because his dad actually is dead. He passed away and whatever. He did it for his dad, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And one thing I want to bring up about this was the first time 2.0 has been outside of the Performance Center.
Yeah.
And it just felt so drastically different. It felt so different. Like the whole thing just felt so different. It's like, oh my God, this is what? This was just so drastically different. And I just, like, I love the feel of this. It was like, oh my God. Like, this just felt so good.
Like the whole vibe, yeah. I agree.
Yeah, it just felt so good. It felt really good. So then we had Tommaso Ciampa versus Tony D'Angelo. How you doing? And Tony D'Angelo made Tommaso Ciampa sleep with the fishes because this is the end of Ciampa in NXT.
First of all, like, he had a manager or something, or a partner.
It was AJ Galante from a show on Netflix. So that was a thing.
You know, I'm not into like events like that, so I had no idea who he was. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
As far as Ciampa like losing, like I don't know how to feel because I don't know where that's gonna go. You know, you're the backstage guy, you know, so.
Mm-hmm.
So depending on where this goes, like I don't know how to feel because like Johnny Gargano's in limbo right now, so I don't want him to be in limbo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For my personal like, thing.
Yeah, but okay, after the match, after Tom Ciampa lost, he was standing there. Everybody was saying, hey, yeah, great. Then Triple H's music popped off, and he walked out, and he hugged Ciampa. They both cried. And it was like, it was a surreal moment. And it was like that moment where you're just like, oh, you're saying goodbye, and you're taking him to say goodbye. Okay, got it. I understand.
That's why, like, I think it's gonna be the same thing as Gargano. He's gone.
I hope this is goodbye to the main roster. And like I'm gonna like later on in the podcast, I'm gonna point out something that like I feel like this can contribute to. But like I said, I'm gonna get to that later on.
Okay.
So then we had MSK versus Imperium versus the Creed Brothers. The funny thing about this match was okay, but this match wasn't as good as their usual matches. It was okay. So I was like this is usually like a super blowaway, steal the whole fucking weekend type match, but it was like, it was like okay. It was okay.
Like good spots here and there, but yeah, they've done better.
Yeah. And MSK wound up getting a win. I did not see that coming.
No, I swore the Creed brothers were gonna win.
Right?
And plus, I thought we were gonna get the attackers show up.
Yep.
That's a storyline built in.
Yeah, but I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, we'll get that eventually.
Yes. So then we had Mandy Rose defend her title against friend of the show, Cora Jade, Kaylee Ray, and Io Shirai.
Her new title, by the way, because it's a brand new belt.
Yes. And they worked their asses off. Cora did the fucking Canadian Destroyer on the apron. And everybody popped for it. And it was like, damn, I didn't know they could, like, they still was like wrestling, but like, damn. Like, yes. This was actually a badass match. I was like, oh shit, they're actually going.
Yes.
And I thought Cora was going to pull it out, but Mandy Rose retained her title. I'm like, okay, that's cool.
At one point, I thought Io was going to win again.
Yeah. But this, like, that was cool. Then we had Gunther versus L.A. Knight. Yeah. And Gunther wins. And him and Imperium have new music.
Yeah.
And that actually shocked me. And you know why did that shock me? Because they had all new music out of nowhere, just randomly. Gunther had his name changed. Like, they have all new music. They look different. They feel different. And I thought, okay, well, that's that's a sign, because I thought the sign was they're going to go to the main roster very soon. But, like, Gunther beat LA Knight, and it's like, well, then that makes no sense for LA Knight to get the loss here, because he should definitely just have the dub. I was like, well, I don't know, man. I don't know where this is going to go.
And Gunther, like, in the backstage thing, mentioned something about a rematch with MSK, so they're not going anywhere either. So.
Yeah, so, like, it just feels like, all right, well, I guess they're going to stay. That's a thing. Then we had the main event. Braun Breaker, son of Rick Steiner, versus Dolph Ziggler for the NXT title. And I'm like, all right, bet. Definitely going with Braun here. Braun's winning.
100%, right?
That's what I thought. And Braun's not winning because Dolph Ziggler still has the title. It's like, the fuck? Like, what is, like, I kind of want to know what the deal is. Like, why is this happening? But, like, at the same time, like, I don't care, because I feel like it's going to be a long story that, like, he's going to wind up getting the title back and everything was going to be right with the world. Like, my real thought process was, like, he's going to win the title, drop it to Mello, and then, like, he's going to move on. But now I feel like Mello dropped the title. Mello and Trick definitely could be used on the main roster. That would be great. And Braun definitely looks like he's supposed to be on the main roster. So now it's like, I'm very confused of what's going on. I think, like, this is one time where I have no idea what's going on with the NXT crew. And I'm just like, we'll have to see what happens on a Raw after Mania and a SmackDown after Mania and see what the new influx of NXT talent is going to be. But Dolph Ziggler kept the title, and it's just like, it's very confusing. I don't know, man.
Obviously, I'm the one that never knows what the hell's going on. Like, you're the one. Like, but I have an opinion. My opinion is that Metal's gonna go for the NXT title, right? And Braun's going for the to the main roster. Like, he getting called up. That's why he lost. That's just my opinion.
I mean, that would be perfect. Like, that would be perfect. Those two things switch. That would be perfect.
Yeah.
So that was Stand and Deliver. So then we have WrestleMania Night 1. So like it starts off with a, a tragic match because it's a tag team title match for SmackDown. The Usos versus Nakamura and Rick Boogs. And Rick Boogs gets injured trying to double pick up two people, tears his quad. He's out. They had to run to the end of the match, and Usos retained the title. That was not the finish. That was not the planned finish. Like, Nakamura, Rick Boogs definitely supposed to win the tag titles. They had to switch everything up because he popped his leg, so Usos kept the titles. So yeah, that sucked.
That's like the only bad thing about this whole weekend. I feel bad.
And then we had Drew McIntyre versus versus Bartender Cabron. And of course, he beats Cabron. He kicks out of the deep sex. And then
it was in the days.
And then he slices the fucking ropes after he wins trying to hit Mad Crap. And it's like, okay, all right, that's the thing. And like right there, like after that second match, I immediately was like, okay, WrestleMania is gonna suck because these two things were like totally draining, totally boring. It's definitely gonna suck. Like it's gonna fucking suck. This is gonna be one of the worst manias. Like that's how I felt going into it.
Yeah.
Then we get to the Mysterios with Dominic Mysterio wearing Los Gringos Locos gear. And it was like, as soon as he popped up, because they did the double pop-up, the dad and the son, and as soon as he popped up with the Los Gringos Locos gear, I popped. Like, I just fucking lost my shit.
You did.
Because that's Eddie Guerrero's. Like, Eddie Guerrero's Los Gringos Locos. And he's wearing it looking just like Eddie. And I was like, oh my God, like, this is so cool. Like, this is so cool. I loved it. I loved it.
Like, I noticed the colors, but I didn't notice, like, the full-on outfit. I popped more so for them popping up from the stage.
Yeah. And they fought The Miz and Logan Paul. Logan comes out with some hot gear. Not even gonna lie, he comes out with a hot gear and this rare Pikachu. And I was like, okay, you're lucky nobody's there to steal it. But
right,
it's okay. So he comes out and like everybody automatically booing the shit out of him. Like, all right, fuck, he sucks. All right, he's booing. So him and Ray have an exchange, and then he does the drop down split, and like everybody's like, hold up, wait a minute, wait one goddamn minute, what's going on here? And everybody's like, what the fuck? Like, hold on, wait. Because, like, the crowd, like, already was, like, in boo mode. And then they was like, well, wait a minute, hold on. Like, something's wrong. And then Dominic goes for the Three Amigos, just like his poppy. And he hits 1, 2. He gets blocked by the third. He's doing this on Logan Paul. Logan Paul blocks the third. Logan Paul stands him up, punches him a couple times, hits him with the Three Amigos. And then Logan Paul just proceeds to look at the crowd and just like fucking just take the piss out of him, just like looking at them. It's like, yeah, you ain't think I could do that, huh, bitch? Yeah. Yeah. And then he gets on the top rope, does this shaky, and does a fucking frog splash. And I'm like, okay, I'm fucking done here. Like, at this point, I'm done. I'm like, all right, I'm done. I'm mentally checked out because this guy has just impressed the fuck out of me. I'm like, okay, I'm done. I can't even be mad. He impressed the shit out of me. He impressed the shit out of everybody who was there. And he just had this fucking aura of like this swarmy jackass that was supposed to be there that's like a wrestler, and he's fucking wrestling his ass off. I'm like, okay, I don't know. Like, I was totally into it. I was totally fucking into it.
And he actually earned my respect. So.
Yes. And then right at the end, he hits Rey Mysterio with the finish. And fucking Miz comes in, jumps in, throws him out, and gets the 1, 2, 3. I'm like, what the fuck? Miz got the 1, 2, 3? And like Miz and Logan Paul are celebrating. And Miz just like his face just goes from, yeah, I'm happy to fuck you guy. Hits him with a skull crusher finale. Leaves Logan Paul down. And it's like, okay. Okay. Well, that happened.
Miz is not allowed to have any fucking friends.
None. So like eventually, like you know that they're gonna have their match eventually.
And after like what he did, like I'm for it.
Yes. So then we have what I'm saying is the match of the night. Like there was like a couple of good matches, but my match of the night, my pick was this match that's coming up next. It was Bianca Belair versus Becky Lynch. Becky comes out with a Marvel style entrance. Bianca comes out with I forgot what it is, like the band, the marching band. And it like they came out with some badass entrances. They came out with new gear, and it was like soon as they touched, it was like 5 seconds, immediate 5 seconds of we're going to pretend like we're going to go right full SummerSlam, and everybody just like, oh my god, it's going to happen. Becky's going to pin her, and it's over. And Bianca kicked out, and it's like, oh thank God. And then they just had like this fucking banging ass match, and they just was tearing it the fuck up. Like Bianca got kicked in the face, and Becky got kicked in the face. They both got lumped up, and they just was going and going and going. And Bianca caught Becky, and the KOD hit her 1, 2, 3. The crowd lost their shit. They lost their shit. Bianca is now champion again. Becky lost the title. Fucking lost her shit. Like I was loving it. That was so good to me because it was like a full story being told, and everybody was on board with it. Like after the Logan Paul thing and this, like it fucking like the crowd was back into it. The crowd was all like, "This is WrestleMania. This is what we came here for. This type of shit, we fucking love it. This stories, the matches, we fucking love it." It was great. Words?
No, 100% agree. Like, there's like, the first two matches, like, I agree with you. Like, it was like this is gonna be shit. Like, but amazingly, like, how the fuck Logan Paul wake people up? You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And then like, of course, Bianca and Becky were gonna be a banger and whatever. So, you know what I mean? Like, I knew they were gonna be good, but I didn't know they were gonna be that good. Like, I knew they were gonna steal the show, but they passed it. You know what I mean?
Yes. They fucking stole that shit, and I was like, God damn.
Yeah.
So then we had Seth Rollins with a choir do his entrance, and he comes out looking like a fucking choir. It was like, okay, cool. He gets in the ring, and he's waiting. And he's like, where's my opponent? Where is my opponent? So he takes off his gear, and he's like, where are you? Where's my opponent? He's yelling. Then fireworks go off. Just pow, 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 pow. Nothing happens. And he's like, okay, whatever. Then the lights just go down. The lights are still on him, and he's like, okay, whatever. And then the lights go down on him. So it's like, okay. And it just goes dark. Everybody in the crowd is just like, they start chanting, and and it's like, they look like, some of them don't believe this is gonna happen. And then the rest of them do believe. We're gonna get into that in just a few seconds. And then it just like, you just hear this boom, and then the words, and everybody lost their shit. Wrestling only has one royal family. Everybody fucking lost it. They cut back to the Titantron, and it's American Nightmare, and he just comes up out the floor, full AEW entrance. Everybody is fucking losing it. The crowd is, it's deafening in there. It is one of the fucking biggest pops of the weekend. It is just insane, dude. It was one of those things where it's like, oh my god, I didn't think this was gonna happen, and it just was so insane.
Like that's one of the first times somebody jumped from another company to the E, and they left it alone. Like they didn't change him whatsoever.
Yeah, like how did you feel hearing and seeing that pop from Cody Rhodes?
My mouth literally dropped because like I didn't expect that. First of all, I expected smoke and mirrors, because there's music, or at least something new. Second, like I didn't expect fucking the American Nightmare stuff, and I expected like them to toy with the crowd, like because the whole rumor was Shane McMahon was back, so Shane probably come out, or something. No, they went straight to it. They didn't toy around or nothing. I mean, a little bit with the darkness and all that, but not really full out fucking with people like it's this person, but it's not.
Right.
So I liked it. I liked it. The match itself. Oh my god.
That match was a banger because like when they first got into it, you're like, okay, cool. They're just like in a little feeling out process, and the crowd was like so hyped, like they weren't into it because they like had just like blew their loads. Like they all collectively nutted when Cody came out, and they were trying to like get their energy back because it was like one of those things where it's like, we're so tired from cheering, but holy fuck, and then like they get their stride back, and they're like, okay, yeah, we're gonna start cheering. And the match is going because it goes from a slow build to like a strong build, and it just goes. And it's just like one of those matches where like you look at it and go, it went from, it's going to be a cool match because he's here. And like this is like this big thing. But it went from, oh my God, this is one of the best wrestled matches on the show. Like this just like for me, like I said, it came in number 2 to Bianca and Becky. But it was like out of the whole WrestleMania weekend, that was number 2 to me. Like Bianca, Becky number 1, Cody and Seth number 2. It was so fucking good. It was a masterclass of like a badass match. It was like, oh shit, this is really fucking good.
Checking it out, like each other's moves and whatever, and I swear to God, each guy did every single one of their moves.
It was so fun. It was so fun. I loved it. But Cody Rhodes did get the win, the big pop at the end. That was great. Like that was great. That was like, so good.
3 crossroads, then like the bionic elbow, then another crossroad.
Yep. It was so good. And like, so how do you feel with Cody being back in the A? How do you feel?
It feels like a different vibe. Like he's like rejuvenated, you know what I mean? Like, him talking backstage and like it's a vibe. So time will tell, but I'm willing to give him the benefit of the doubt. You know what I mean? But so far, I'm digging it.
So I'm gonna say a quote from somebody. Like I've heard this earlier, and it's like totally applies to this. And then like I'm gonna go into like a breakdown of this whole situation. Like someone says, you could be looked at a genius for what you're doing somewhere, and then you take that and take it somewhere else, and people don't like it. And with that being said, I feel like him showing up here was like, it was like this genius, great thing, this great pop. And back in AEW, like, because he like burned so much bridges and like did so much shit to piss people off, that it wasn't working. That wasn't working. That Cody Rhodes wasn't working. And he just took that and moved it here. Like, and it's like, this is just perfect for here. Over there, it was like, okay, you're just like saturated and you're just like too much of this. We don't want it. Go. And now he's here and it's like, oh my God, this is this perfect for right here. Like this works here. And it's like, that's how it feels. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, like, cause like to be honest, his thing, like every time he would show up in fucking AEW after he pissed me off, it was like this sucks. Like it wasn't cool. It just wasn't fun. Like half of the fucking crowd was booing, and like the other half was like, yeah, like AEW. They weren't even chanting because it was Cody. They just were chanting because it was AEW. And like now it's just like, oh my god, Cody's back. That's how it feels here, and it feels like a totally different version of him, but it's the same exact thing. He took something that wasn't working there, that was getting like boos and being angry, and took that and took it over here, and it feels fresh and new. Like it's just like, oh my god, this works. And like, I know it's just like the first day, but like, it's like, it's deep down, it feels like it's more to it, man. Just like, oh my god, it's just like, oh, he's back. The fans have really felt like, oh, like he is actually home. We love this. We love all of this. And like, that's how I feel about that.
Like here, like he's gonna like have a little bit of help, because no matter how good you are, you need a little bit of help. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. All the fucking backlash he got over there, it was because no one really helped him with that. You know what I mean? It'd be like, kiss his ass, like, you know, yes man. Like, yeah, good promo, do it. They're gonna tell him if he got something fucked up to say. You know what I mean? Like, no, yeah. Don't do that.
Because like he's even said this like multiple times, and like on his podcast a little while ago, he was like, yeah, I don't know, we might think about like we have to rethink the way we hate Cody Rhodes, because it's like he literally was so tone deaf with the shit that he was saying, and we kept saying he's tone deaf and he needs to understand he's fucking up. And he just kept going, and then when he tried to reverse it and try to fix it, it was already too late. You did irreparable damage. Nobody wanted to be around you. Nobody wanted to hear the shit you were saying. You had fucked it up already. Now it's like, okay, I'm now trying to rehabilitate myself. I'm trying to fix myself, not only just my character, but my human being side, and go, okay, I fucked up. I fucked up over there. He's like, I fucked up on this. I fucked up on that. I don't want to do that. And he said something in one of the interviews where he was like, yo, I don't want to be an executive anymore. I just want to be a wrestler. And I'm like, okay, I see in my head, that's where that goes. I'm like, because it was a lot of things he's been saying over the weekend. He did like 90 interviews after just showing up. And he's just been saying stuff that like, a lot of people are like, oh, he's just lying, or he's just bitching. And it's like, no. You have to read between the lines, and some of the stuff he says. Some of the stuff he says sounds like total, oh, I'm just WWE mode bullshit. But some of it is like, there's kernels of truth in some of the stuff he's saying. Because one of the things he's saying that is like a kernel of truth, that like, if you know Cody Rhodes and know his story and know anything about him, is the title, is the world title. And everybody says this about the AEW one. He says, I didn't want to have the TNT title for like 15 gazillion times. I wanted the world title. But everybody said the same exact thing, is you're the executive. You can change that. If you would have changed that, you would have been the biggest heel in AEW. Everybody would have hated you. You would have been great, and you could have had the world title. That could have happened. But he said he didn't want that. And he said he wants to win the world title finally for his dad, because he's always had this thing with his dad winning the world title, but not actually winning the world title. And he's always felt that. And he's like, I need to like do that for the family. And that's why he's here. And like that's what he said. And like people that don't know the whole backstory don't see it and go, oh, he's really here just to hold the world title because that's what he wants. And I know people are like, well, he should have just fixed it over there and said, hey, I'm an executive, fuck it, I'm going to do the title. Here's the problem with that. He wasn't happy over there. That's the problem. Like, people aren't thinking a little bit clearer. It's like, it was something else there. It was something else fucked up there that he was like, I don't want to be here. He's like, I don't get along with this dude. I don't get along with that dude. And from the shit that we've been hearing from like the little shots that the Bucks have been taking and like the little shit that we've been hearing from from the upper deck, been saying, oh yeah, like the shit that they're saying, That's making me think like, okay, there was way more pressure on him inside to do anything than him just being a regular wrestler and what he wants to do. And I understand that. He says he's glad that he did it. He's glad that he did that. And one thing he said that stood out to me was when I went away, I was young. I had no idea what the fuck I was doing. I went out there, I learned the world. I learned everything. And now I'm grown. He said I was 19 to 30 when I did like WWE. He was like, I was 19 to 30. I did that all here. I grew up here. So I knew nothing else outside world. I went outside the world, figured it out. Now I'm back and I have all of this knowledge and I understand what I was doing wrong, how I acted wrong, and everything was wrong. And I think I can fix it. And I think that this is it. He says, I think this is what I need to do. He said, in my heart, this is what I want to do. This is how I feel. And like I said, if you're reading into this, like all of the stuff he said outside of this, like WWE, all of the stuff that he's been saying from like years and years ago, he has a deep rooted anger where he needs to fix this. Like this will never sit right with him because his WWE run didn't work for him. He needs to fix this. This in his heart of hearts, he needs to fix this. So this was never about, oh my God, I hate AEW or I hate this. This was him. This is his thing in his soul. He has to fix this. He has to come back here and make himself a star, win the title, and be that guy here. It doesn't matter where he was. He was there, but he was there because he created there. He has to be something here. And I know people are like, well, WWE's not it. WWE's not it. You don't understand. When somebody has a dream and something in their soul that they can't get out and they have an opportunity to fix it, they're going to take the opportunity, especially if they make themselves way more presentable to grab that thing that they want and say, this is mine. I was always meant to be here and I'm fucking taking it this time. That's what he's doing.
And it means something to him, so.
Yes, that's all it is. Like, that's all it is. And like, the people don't get it. They're like, yeah, I don't get it. Like, he could do whatever he wants. Yeah, but that's the thing. That's not what's in his soul. His soul is burning for this moment, for everything. Because he, like, the amount that he cried after the show, it was that. And I love how he said he thinks that Triple H is one of the greatest wrestlers, and he thinks that Triple H is an idol. And I love how people are like, oh, he's just doing WWE bullshit. He's just doing WWE corporate speak. And it's like, have you actually listened to what he's been saying the whole time? Because even in AEW, he was like, yo, Triple H is a cool dude. He was like, as an executive, I want to be just like Triple H. He said that mid AEW run, he was like, as an executive, I really want to be like Triple H. Triple H is who I looked up to as an executive. He is like the perfect model of that person. And everybody just like doesn't get like his affinity for certain people and the way he does things. But it's like, as they're finding out, they're like, oh, this is just WWE speaking. It's like, have you actually been listening to Cody? Like, because this, like, as he's saying some of this stuff, I'm listening to it and going, wait a minute, I actually heard that before when you were here. You said that. Oh, shit. And then people are like, well, he destroyed the throne and all of that. He said, yeah, I did it because it was the thing to do. It felt like the thing to do at the time. So I did it because that's what they needed and we needed at the time to set ourselves apart. And it was like, okay. I'm like, okay, like, yeah. Like, I understand. And like, I'm not saying like he's just like this total sellout or whatever. And like I said, this is literally what he's always wanted to do. So people who are angry about it, who think like, oh, it's dumb, like he should stay over there. Yeah. He really wanted this. I'm sorry, and he really wanted to do this. And he's been talking about like how much he loves this and like how much he's glad to be back. How Vince and them like came to him and said, "Hey, you can keep your whole American Nightmare shtick and whatever. Like, we really want you." But like that, like
question for anybody that's listening: do you really want to stay somewhere that you're not happy? That's the whole thing. He's happy here. So
yeah, because even some of the AEW people said that was always his journey to get back there because he felt unrequited and like no one wanted him, and he wanted to be that person that they wanted. And like we've said before, like Drew did it, like a bunch of other people leave and come back. Like that's a fucking thing. It's like motherfuckers have to look at this and say, I'm a mid-carder. I'm not getting any love. Nobody cares about me. I know that this motherfucker should put me in the main event. I should be the star. I should be the top guy. What should I do? Leave. Fucking leave. Go somewhere else. Have fun. And they're going to call you and say, you want to come back? Spend about 3 or 4 years somewhere else and then get the call and say, I seen what you did. Come back. And the first thing in your heart is going to say, that's right. I made it. And he's going to bring you back and you're going to feel a lot better. And it's like, you're going to feel better. Everything's going to feel different in the story and everything's going to be great. And I'm not saying that fucking AEW is a stepping stone. You can do the indies or whatever. I'm not saying that that's a stepping stone, but it's a thing. It's an actual thing.
Yeah, he went to a bunch of places, so
yeah,
he was around.
And I love how nobody, a lot of the regular, normal AEW wrestlers were like, yo, I'm glad that he's back. I'm glad that he's happy. I'm happy for him. That's what's up. They all were just super happy. And I'm as a human being, I'm happy that another human being is actually happy. Yeah. As far as being a huge fan of Cody Rhodes, not that. I still am on the fence of him. My story with Cody Rhodes is, I've even Renegade tell you, when I first saw that kid, I said, he's going to be world champion one day. I said, that's what I felt. Renegade was like, look at him. He's so skinny and just weak. He can't be world champion. I was like, yeah, he is. And
I didn't see it in Cody Rhodes himself. I always liked him in gimmick. You know, man, the dashing, the Stardust. I'm actually one of the few that like Stardust. So. Yes,
because when he was Stardust, you were immediately I can see Stardust as world champion, and I'm like, I can't. That's not. I was like, if he goes back to Cody Rhodes, he can definitely be champion. When he went away and became champion, I was like, yeah, he's champion, and then he went to I'm better than everybody, and nobody should fucking care about me. I'm way better. I'm so cool, and it's just that's that shit starts to wear on you. You're okay, at first you're okay, yeah, I understand that you feel that you need to do that. And then that shit goes you're too fucking cocky and you believe your own hype. You believe that you're so much the shit. And when you're barely scratching the surface of your own shit and you're no, I'm the shit. Fuck all these people. I'm the shit. They were all wrong. Fuck you. And they're oh yeah, I fucking hate you now. Because you're being an asshole.
Yep.
And that's what soured me on Cody. And right now, I'm still sour on him. I still think that he's just as a wrestler is just he put on a great match, but I still think But as a person, I'm glad that he's happy and he's found what he needed. Maybe months down the line, I'll be you know what? I'm actually a Cody fan, but he's not looking like that. It's I don't think he's gonna be a Cody fan.
He seemed like he grew from his experiences, though. Seemed like keyword because he could still be a fucking dick.
Yeah, because if he's gonna be a dick and turn me off as a human being, then yeah, I'm still gonna hate you. Like,
Yeah.
you prove yourself as a human to make me go, yeah, you know what? Like, you've grown, you're understandable. Okay, okay. Because, like, one thing that he keeps mentioning and that keeps making me think that there may be some real growth is, yeah, I have a 9 month old daughter and I want to do stuff for her. And it's like, maybe, maybe she's, maybe she's the reason. Maybe she's the reason he's trying to become a better human. So I'm like, okay.
Another example, that's what happened to Randy. He had kids and then he grew up because he was a total asshole at one point. So.
Yo, he said something about Randy and that fucked me up because, like, I've heard a couple stories, but, like, this story was, like, the one where I'm like, are you fucking kidding me? He was like, because he was like, yeah, he's like, Randy's, like, older. He has kids now. But, like, one time he threw dynamite in the fucking lobby. I'm like, what? Like who does that? Apparently Randy Orton. Like, what the fuck? God damn.
Gotta love Randy.
Yeah, I'm glad he grew the fuck up. So, moving on in the show. This match, the next match in WrestleMania, I just don't know what the hell happened. I went into this match thinking this match was going to be shit. I watched the match was shit. The ending was shit. Everything about this match was shit. I didn't like this match to begin with shit. And so all of a sudden, somebody reports that, yo, Sasha Banks and Charlotte was always supposed to be the plan, but then Ronda Rousey showed up. And I'm like, we reported that on the podcast months ago. I don't know where the fuck you're just coming from. Like, that's been reported. But this Charlotte Ronda match was fucking atrocious. How do you feel about this?
I just about to say, had you not mentioned it, I would have totally figured that was in the card.
Yeah, Charlotte retained the title, but how do you feel about it?
I'm indifferent. I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
That's how it is.
If we could move on to the last thing. Yeah. The KO show with Kevin Owens and Stone Cold Steve Austin. So Stone Cold comes out to talk to Kevin, and Kevin's like, yo, I'm glad I got you out here, but, like, fuck all this. I want to fight. Like, me and you in a fight. This is like, so the coolest part about this, and, like, if you don't know, like, this means everything. Like, especially this main event, this means everything. Because when Kevin was younger and he was in the business and he was in the indies and he was trying to make it and he was a bigger guy and he was just trying to make it, he bumped into Stone Cold at the airport. And he said, yo, I'm a struggling wrestler. I'm trying to be something. Stone Cold said to him, gave him the best advice. And he said this a million times. Stone Cold said, just run your mouth. He was like, that's the best way to get over. Just run your mouth. I'll see you down the road, kid. And he walked off. And that shit, like he said, that shit stuck with him for life. And you know that Kevin Owens is one of the best talkers in this business. And him sitting across from Stone Cold talking shit in the main event of WrestleMania was indicative of what Stone Cold said to him that day. Keep running your mouth and you're going to get over. And he damn sure got over. That shit, like, watching that, like, in my heart, I was so happy for Kevin because it's like, dude, that shit, like, oh my God. Like, that's one of those feelings, like, a dream, like, fucking weaves itself out of thin air. And you're like, oh my God, that happened. I'm so happy for you.
Yes, 100%.
And then, like, they have the match, and then we remember Stone Cold hasn't wrestled in 19 years. But here's the thing. Stone Cold lost his last match. If this is his last match, he got to win. He beat Kevin Owens, and that shit was fucking awesome. That shit was awesome. It was an awesome match. Like, the crowd was in love with this. The crowd was screaming, hollering, cheering, losing their fucking shit. It was insane.
Did you think this was actually going to lead into a match or just a
Yes.
brawl?
No, match. I knew this was gonna be a match from day one when it was put together. I was like, yeah, it's gonna be a match. Like, and the thing was, like, every time they kept saying it was a segment, I kept saying, why they just don't call that a match? Why they just call it a match? Like, it's a match, right? It's gonna be a match. Because that's all I kept thinking was like, this is a match, so why do you just don't say it's a match? And it's like, no, it's gonna be a talking segment. I'm like, no, it's gonna be a match. This is a match. It's happening. And it was awesome because it hit all of the nostalgia feels. Everybody loved it. It was great. It was one of those moments. It just was so cool. It was fucking cool.
He really didn't miss a step. I know
Yep.
it's cliche, but still.
Yep. And that was just night one. It was night one. And we left night one going, oh my God, that was like we were all in the feels. Everybody was happy. We just was all just like in emotions and love. We was like, fuck, this is awesome. So then,
right?
that's exactly what we said. Night two can't be a thing. And then we have RK Bro versus Street Profits versus Angelo Duck. I mean, Alpha Academy. That's what I meant to say. I was like, okay, this is gonna be okay. It was an okay match. Like, it wasn't like stupendous, stealing the show, but it was like, okay, it was actually kind of good. It was actually kind of good, but it was like, but it was kind of good.
Yeah.
And we had RK Bro retain the titles, which I didn't see coming.
Me neither. Like, I would be willing to put money on fucking Street Profits winning that shit.
Mm-hmm.
I would have lost, but yeah.
Right. So then, after the match, Renegade gets his Renegade thing happening because he says, hey, Gable Stevens should fight Chad Gable. And what do you know? That happens.
No, I said that way before, though. I said that way before.
But you reminded me that day. So yeah, that's your fault. Good for you. You did a good thing. You made Gable Stevens and Chad Gable have a little kerfuffle. Like, Chad Gable got, Chad got thrown by Gable Stevens and was like, I'm the true Gable. I was like, okay. Well, here we go. And that was a thing.
Is that going to be a match on Raw, you think?
I hope not. So then we get Bob Lash versus Omos. And I'm not gonna lie, I swore Omos was gonna win, but they're just like, no. We're gonna let Bob Lash win. I was like, what the fuck? I was just like, what?
You would swear they would fucking push fucking Omos. Like, why not? Like, I like Lashley, you know, don't get me wrong, I'm not hating on Lashley, but he's been the WWE champion, you know, like, you can push the kid.
Yeah. But I was actually, like, it actually was a shock. Like, it wasn't one of those matches where you're just like, oh, this match is so good. It was just like a match and, like, it exists. And you're like, yeah, okay, well, yeah, that exists. Yeah. I don't really give a shit, but, like, yeah, that doesn't. And, like, once again, it's like WrestleMania takes a while to get started where you're just like, I really don't give a shit. And you're like, part of you is like, you want to tune out. The other part of you is like, I guess I'll care a little bit. But then Johnny Knoxville versus Samuel Zenon. Going into this match, I literally was like, I'm checking the fuck out. Fuck this match. I'm checking out. And Renegade was like, nah, I actually want to see this. And it was fucking fantastic. It was fantastic. It was fantastic. A bunch of weirdo dumb spots. Fucking Wee Man power slammed Sami Zayn. They did a CZW spots with the mouse traps on a table. They did a human mouse trap for Sami and pinned him. That was one of the spots. They did the the fucking jackass hand smack thing. It was a lot of shit that happened. It was like, God damn, this is a lot of shit. What the fuck?
The naked guy, which apparently he got a big pop out of that shit. So
yeah, because I forgot his name, Chris Pontius. Yeah, Chris Pontius did his naked thing, and like it just like everybody fucking popped because a lot of people do watch Jackass and was like totally into it. It was like, oh okay. It's just like it was really like I don't know, it was really good. Like it was really good, and like the crowd was into it. Everybody loved it. Everybody enjoyed it. It was like okay.
I popped because Michael Cole that said like it's Naked Median 2.0. Like, aww.
Yeah, that shit was awesome.
Yes.
So of course John Knoxville wins, and like once again, this is like one of those things where people just like, people hate on WWE sometimes. It's like, why did Sami Zayn sign that contract? Sami signed that contract for this specific reason. Sami loves to do shit like this in WWE and have fun. And him and Kevin both after WrestleMania was like, they were so proud of each other and they were so happy because two friends got to live their WrestleMania dreams. And like, it just was so great and nothing can take that away. Like, no matter what happens, like, no matter if they never book them again, they have these huge WrestleMania moments where they stole the fucking shows, and like there's nothing you can do about it. Like it is like so great.
Like high profile matches, I mean, it's not throwaways, I mean, they were on the marquee.
Exactly. So like, shout out to both of them.
Yes.
So then we had the women's 4-way for the tag team champions, Zelina Vega and Carmella versus Natty and Shayna versus Liv and Rhea versus Sasha and Naomi. I didn't think this was going to happen. Was very excited that it happened. Great. She cried because Sasha and Naomi won. They won. This is insane. They won. They won a tag title.
Think it was gonna happen? I don't think they even thought it was gonna happen.
Yeah, it was great. This is the first time two black females have the tag team champions. It was mind blowing. Like I didn't think it was gonna happen just because I didn't think it was gonna happen, but it happened, and Sasha broke down crying immediately because this is her first win at WrestleMania. This is her This is her moment that she doesn't get, and it's like, oh my God, this happened. I can't believe this happened, and also because they're both so close and they were already friends from like the beginning of being there, and it's like, oh my God, this is one of those moments where it's just like, okay, yeah, this works.
Team bad, baby.
Basically, and they were doing a backstage interview thing where like they were doing it, like they were talking, and Tamina ran up and grabbed and hugged both of them, and they just was so excited and so happy. It was like, it's just one of those things where you're just like, oh, you can see the genuine happiness in somebody. Like that's so cute.
They need to reunite them, the three of them.
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
So then we get AJ Styles comes to the ring. That AJ's in the ring. And then we get the brand new.
Wait. You have to point out that AJ Styles is a bloody mess for some odd reason.
For some odd fucking reason. Why was he a bloody mess? Because he bumped into the goddamn sign. I was like,
I was not gonna let that go.
Son of a bitch! Like you bumped into the sign and now you're a bloody mess. What the fuck? It was so crazy.
Yes. Now go on to the coach.
Then it just got black and purple, and then all of a sudden fire came up, and these thrown just raised out of this thing, and it was Edge sitting on the throne, and it just was one of the coolest fucking entrances. It's like, oh my God, this is so fucking cool. Yes. And then Edge comes out to the ring, new gear, and him and AJ fucking have match of the fucking night. They fucking tore it up. I knew they were gonna tore it up, but it was like it was fucking awesome. It was great. I loved it. Loved every minute of it. And then right at the fucking end, Damian Priest shows up and scares the living fuck out of AJ. AJ's like, what the fuck? And as soon as he turns around, he jumps and gets speared by fucking Edge. And no one knows why fucking Damian Priest is there. Edge gets the win. Damian Priest comes in the ring, gets on his knees. Edge gets on his knees. They acknowledge each other, and now they're a team. How do you feel about that?
It's interesting, to say the least. So.
Well, like I said earlier, I was going to comment on something, and I wanted to fix that. Well, remember when I said Ciampa just could be missing? Here's where Ciampa fits in. Right there in the Edge's new crew. Like, wouldn't that be perfect? Ciampa fits right in with Edge's new girl.
Yeah,
like, it just all fucking works. Like Ciampa, like Damian Priest, though, Edge, it all works. And like I seen a lot of people who understood the reference that the whole Damian Priest thing had been set up because when he showed up the very first day, Edge showed up on fucking Raw. He talked to Damian Priest and said, "Hey, I love everything about you." And he's like, it's just like this long, deep conversation they had backstage, and then like he walked off, and it was like, oh, like full circle story. Now that's great. I loved it.
I'm glad they did that.
Yes. So then we had Sheamus and Ridge Holland versus the New Day. It was supposed to be on day one, but like they ran like a gazillion commercials and they had to cut it off. So they had a match, and the match was like 2 minutes, and the fucking New Day lost because, you know, I don't know. And why the fuck do they keep making Butch like so fucking crazy? Butch is crazy, and Butch is just like, I'm gonna attack everybody. I'm a pit bull. I'm a dog. I don't know how to fight. It's like, calm down.
I don't know why. When I picture someone named Butch, that's exactly what I picture though.
No, that's the opposite of what I picture of a Butch. Like, it's like, what the fuck, dude? Like, this is so random.
Like, Butch, come down. Calm down, Butch. Calm down, Butch.
Yeah, this is not what I picture. Like, then we get Pat McAfee versus Austin Theory. And, like, because they erased it in canon, Adam Cole in, like, War Games and everything that Pat McAfee has done in NXT has been erased in canon. Like, everybody's like, oh, we have no idea what Pat McAfee could do. And it's like, what? Like, no, Pat McAfee's actually really good. He does moonsaults and shit. Now, we have no idea. Pat McAfee went in there and out-wrestled fucking Austin Theory. And it's like, what? Like, why did no one see this coming? They're like, no, we didn't know. We didn't know this existed. What?
He ran circles around the kid.
Yes, it was so good. And Mr. McMahon was out there the whole time just sitting there, looking old and just sitting there and just fucking sitting there. And he's watching this whole thing go down. It's like, whatever. And Pat McAfee picks up the win, beats Austin Theory. And then for some reason, Pat McAfee calls out Vince. Vince gets to the ring, takes off his shirt, and Vince just winds up winning because fucking Pat McAfee helped. I mean, not Pat McAfee. Austin Theory helped him. And right as like the whole match is almost like the first match, Pat and Austin Theory is over. I just keep telling Renegade, I was like, dude, our teenage years are about to fucking pop off.
Yep.
About to pop off. And I kept alluding to it. And then when Mr. McMahon finally beats Pat McAfee, lays him the fuck out, he's standing there, him and Austin Theory being assholes. The glass shatters and everybody loses it again because Stone Cold shows up. and fucking stuns the shit out of Mr. McMahon, stuns Austin Theory, stuns everybody, stuns Pat McAfee again. And like it was just so good. Mr. McMahon took the worst stunner in existence. In existence. It's the worst. Just fucking bad. I've never seen anybody take it that bad.
Like, is he okay?
I guess so. And then you turn around and watch Pat McAfee take it, which is like one of the best ways to take a stunner. I like honestly, if nobody takes a stunner like Pat McAfee, I don't know what the fuck they're doing. Because Pat was drinking beer with him. Steve hit him with the stunner. Pat McAfee just goes back straight, spitting out beer, and it's like, oh my god, that is one of the fucking best. I was like, oh shit, that was so good. So then we have the main event. Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar. They're standing in the ring and they're about to say their entrances. Paul Heyman grabs the mic from Mike Rome. Now, I'm going to say the entrance. He says Roman's entrance. So Mike Rome's about to say Brock's entrance. Brock's like, no, I'm saying my own entrance. He did his own entrance. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So they get to fighting. They fight. They go through the fucking table. They go through some bullshit. They just keep fighting, and you're like, okay, cool. And it ends so abruptly. Like, Roman gets his shoulder popped out of place. I know it's fucked up because Brock put him in a Kimura. Then they get back to normal, and all of a sudden, Roman just spears him 1, 2, 3. It's over. It's like, wait, what? How? Like, it's like we should have more, right? Like this was like, oh, he got out of the Kimura lock. He stood up. Roman stood up. Bam, it's over. What? That's it? Like that's it? That's how we ended?
Fucking, like, spear, like, popped it back in place or something. Like, you know?
I don't know. He popped it back into place before he stood up. I was like, what the fuck? But it was like, what the fuck? Like, that's it? Like, that's how it ends? And, like, everybody literally had that same feeling. Was like, this was a match, and it just, like, went, whoop. Like, huh? That's it? Like, we all left WrestleMania feeling hype, but, like, it's, like we said, like, that ending was just like, huh? That was it? Oh, okay. And we all kept waiting. The show goes off, but we were waiting for that one thing to happen. And we're like, God damn it, it's not happening.
I'm still waiting.
Show goes off, and then it's just like off. And then all of a sudden, he tweets the eyes emoji. WrestleMania? Oh shit. Told you LA was gonna be fun.
Yep.
I can't wait. LA, Rock versus Cena. I mean Rock. Goddamn, bro. Rock versus Roman. Is it gonna be for the Universal title? Because Cody Rhodes is gonna have the WWE title and face somebody else. But that's a different story for another day.
Okay.
But yeah, WrestleMania, great. It was great. It feels like WrestleMania's back. It feels awesome. I loved it, enjoyed it. It was a lot like, it was so good. It's one of those things, like I said, it's a different kind of wrestling show. It was like a spectacle. It's like the fucking Super Bowl. Your team may not be in it, but like it's just great to fucking watch. And it's just like, it's good. Like, it's good. WrestleMania is good. WrestleMania is good again. They made WrestleMania good again. And like I said, it's not taking nothing away from fucking AEW shows, because AEW shows are good in their own way, where we come out of them like, oh my God, this was so great. This is so exciting. WrestleMania is WrestleMania. There is none of it. There's no higher. It's WrestleMania. No matter what exists, there's nothing. It's Super Bowl, World Series, WrestleMania. All of those, like, it's just those. Nothing else.
like you said at the beginning of the show, like kind of felt backwards because fucking NXT like is usually the banger, then fucking WrestleMania comes second, and then day two of WrestleMania is usually better than day one. All of it felt backwards.
This is like NXT usually like the show. NXT felt like shit compared to WrestleMania. WrestleMania is usually the afterthought. It's like, WrestleMania, whatever, WrestleMania. Oh, this NXT show, we have to see it. It's can't miss. We walked out of that NXT show going, damn, how the fuck did WrestleMania outdo you? WrestleMania fucking outdid NXT, and it was like, oh shit. But this is like the first time, and like I think it's not gonna be the last time because they're going to LA. LA won't be shitty, and especially since it's happening finally. Rock versus Roman in LA. That's gonna fucking change. Like that's gonna be fucking amazing. That's changing everything. Not to mention all the stars, the movie stars, influencers, like music people, anybody that they get to bring them into the fucking WrestleMania because it's WrestleMania. Like that's not counting those people in surprises that that's gonna be. And who knows? Like, not even joking. Who knows if somebody from AEW jumps and says, "You know what? I want to go to WrestleMania and have that Cody Rhodes moment." Who knows if that's happening? None of this, like nothing is written in stone. Nobody knows what's happening. All we know is Rock Roman, fucking WrestleMania. That's all. LA, that's it. And like that is alone big enough to sell you and go, I think that might be the best WrestleMania. That might be the best wrestling show all year next year because that is something everybody wants to see.
Yep, I can see that.
Yes. So, anything you want to say about anything?
I'm fucking exhausted. That's all I got to say.
Okay, well, sayonara.
Goodbye.